pumpkin chill. Have you had your morning mocha today? Pumpkin chill consists of apple, banana, carrot, butternut squash, dates, pumpkin spice, lucuma, ginger. Everything is organic. Over here we have banana, cauliflower, avocado, toasted coconut, pea protein, coffee, cocoa, coconut oil, cinnamon. Everything is organic. Morning mocha, pumpkin chill. These are all from Revive Superfoods. Right there. Alright, so what we're going to do is good. Wasted or what? Okay, now where's the jug? Put it down here. I really want to have some pan fries for breakfast. It's just something since I was young I've always had. Fried mushrooms, gravy, pan fries, fried onions. It's gonna be so good. The frying pan's a little greasy, so we want to get that out. And I don't want to dump it on my clean dishes. I've rinsed and washed it. You know, I did a lot of rinsing to them. Cleaned the sink and all that, so the sink is empty. I put some water in here last night. I'm just gonna get rid of the sink. Toss-up between crepes. It's a toss-up between crepes and pan fries. So, blender's over here. I'm going to move this stuff. What you do is you take your things, if you don't want to overwork your blender, what you got to do is your blender, what you have to do is pour your almond mix in there as fast as you can, right? So like so. Okay. Now you just let them sit there for a little bit and think about why they're so awesome. Okay, that's it. I'm really wanting this, so we're gonna bring our jug with. I filled this one too high. I'll show you what we do. Water goes to your almond drink goes down first. blender lid on. Over here. I gotta grab, so the pan is washed, the oven is clean, the counters are spotless. I'm gonna use this pot. So I'll get a quick little rinse out. Because when I was putting it away last night, I noticed there was one spot on the side that had a little spot. So there, it's way gone. I'm gonna sit here and give it a little scrub. I might have went a little too hasty on this one. It's a bigger pot, and the angle of that spot, I can see how I missed it. And she's spotless. That's done. And I only cook vegetables in here. There's no like old beef stew or something in here. Water, potatoes. So we got potatoes and potatoes and cremini mushrooms with fried onions and fried mushrooms. Great. Now that we've got all that done, a little bit, that's just a dash. Okay. Chop the potatoes, there you go. I'll show you how to chop them. You saw that? That's the proper way to sneeze in the kitchen. You kind of bury your head inside of there. Now. All right. Is this one, I guess? Pull it out. So let's get you pointed here. Start you off on the Oh yeah, I gotta go share this video too. Give me a second here. Share this video. Give me a sec. First question, how many continents are there in the world? Write that in the comment section down below. How many countries are there in the world? Choppity chop. Chop, chop, chop. It's also going to put on some music here in the background. Sorry. Right. Pan fries. Boiling water, salted. Drop these in to there. Okay? I got this damn trap on the way. I gotta put you back on the side. Let you get it like that. Women's socks? Ah, damn it. Maybe not. Early morning bath today, about 7 a.m., 6 a.m. Got it done. Okay. Drop of oil in the water. I'm using vegetable oil. What is sweeter? A strawberry or a raspberry? just above the level of the potatoes. Good morning. We are about to start our next surprise, which is the cremini mushrooms. Let me grab them. It's going to be quite an honor to get these in the pan. Real good. Let's grab them creminis. Look at all this, you know. They could pack mushrooms in a paper bag, but they got this waste and then they got this waste. So not a big fan of I mean, I believe this is recycling, so but this is a huge waste. This right here, we can never get this back, you know. I don't know. Let's double check. Oh, first I gotta wash these. So and I gotta wash it before I put it on my clean cutting board. I'll just rinse my cutting board anyway. Let's get these in the pan. And now, 1 second. Rinse these off. Cold water. Shake. Do that thing. I like to roll them around in there. I pull the you know, the faucet head down. It's one of those retractable things. And I like to rinse them real good up close and personal. Almost every single one will individually be rubbed. I rub my mushrooms. And this is going to get rid of some of the stuff. We're going to cook the living crap out of these mushrooms. Low and slow, but we're going to cook them for a while. Cook them in some hot oil. Chop the stems off. Pieces of those stem at the bottom there. Okay, these look like brand new mushrooms. So about $4.55 worth of mushrooms. It actually works out to just under £1. So it's $0.01 a gram for these cremini mushrooms. Quite expensive, if you ask me. They're expensive because they fight cancer. There's good things in mushrooms that really do a lot of good for your body. I don't know why in China they eat a lot of mushrooms. I mean, over here you can't even find a mushroom unless it's on somebody's pizza and it's a canned mushroom, you know. Spent 4 years in a damn can. You strained out the liquid, and that liquid was what strained out. It actually leached out the nutrients from that mushroom, so you're getting nothing viable inside of it. Eat fresh, eat healthy. Try to do it as often as you can. This is how you're gonna get healthy. This is how you're gonna stay healthy. Wait till you see. I'm gonna be flexing and doing I'm gonna show you what I look like. Probably, I don't know, June or something. And then I'll come back and I'll show you next June. But we're going to be on a serious kick for a while here. And I'm going to show you. Did they chuck a white mushroom inside my creminis? Did they chuck 2 white mushrooms inside my creminis? These are white mushrooms because the stems are weak. These things, cremini has a short stalk and it's all like stubby. These are mushy and soft, and these are softer than my. Oh, they're white mushrooms. Look at the bottom. Like I could tell they were white mushrooms. I actually paid a premium for creminis, and they chucked 2 white mushrooms in there to throw off the weight to. Who knows? Let me see if I find one more, even a small one. 2. Oh, look. Hard to say. Two for sure. All right. So chop these up with some onion, which I used all of the onions, so I gotta use this white onion. I'll just use part of it. Remember those containers we had for the recycling? Keep them on the side there. You can put your stuff, or your ends for your things and stuff in there. Move these things before we get all oniony on there. Okay, so you're gonna chop these up and get these in a pan with some oil. So you're gonna put some oil in the pan, not too much, but a decent amount. You're gonna fry up all that plus the onion. So here we go. Pissed off about these white mushrooms. Not supposed to be in there. So I like my pieces like this. If you don't, do it how you want. I like about 3 or 4 slices per mushroom, and that's how you know. And I like it on this angle. You know, I really do prefer this type of sliced mushroom. It fries off in a pan, so nice. It looks so sexy. Creminis really stay together. They don't go mushy like white mushrooms. If I wanted to get white mushrooms, I would have paid for white mushrooms, which are cheaper than these. These are a lot, you know, more dense than these. Look at this. This doesn't even have. So these are guaranteed mushy. They'll go. They don't last as long in the pan. Look at this. I can hammer this thing. It's still whole, right? So their texture is very, 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 very great texture. You can hear I'm hammering this thing. Okay, so you can tell the way it chops. So it chops very nice, very thick, meaty mushroom. If you're trying to find a meat substitute, you've found your exact replica right here in a cremini. Here's a white mushroom. I can tell because it's so soft. So that's okay. This is another way I do enjoy cremini when it's like this. You have to have it. It has to be in these pieces exactly, like, you know, like good cubey pieces. This here is too much. Here, put it here so you can see. So anything cubey like this is really nice too. Has a nice crunch in the end, a little bit of bite. You know what you're getting. Okay. So we're gonna get our gravy in our pan in a minute here. After we chop that onion there, we'll let these mushrooms. They'll go in a little lower. It doesn't matter if they go in first. I don't mind if the onion's a little bit. The onion won't be brown, black or anything. The cremini mushrooms will be caramelized through like you don't even know. I should just be cutting over here. It's quicker. I always like to leave a flush base when I cut a cremini. And if you're gonna do that, you should do it this way, right? And you get that nice piece, that nice cap look for your cremini. But you know, cooking is about making sure it's not mushy, textures, things like that. So, and it is appealing to the eye, right? So normally I would have put lots of these mushrooms into the pan already so I could chop evenly. But it's okay. The potatoes take a little while to cook, so we're letting that happen and do its thing. Right now they're 5 minutes into cooking, so that's awesome. Once these go in the pan and then I chop the onion, I'll put the onion in the pan. I'll turn the pan up a little bit, and then we'll get the gravy going, and then I'll strain the potatoes and we'll pan fry them. And wait till you see the pan fry on these potatoes. It's gonna blow your mind. Okay. I do love mushrooms in my gravy though, so much. Mushroom gravy, there's nothing like it. So get all your thing, like super easy to do. Get all your mushrooms on your, whatever the hell this thing's called, chopping board. Walk it over to your area where you're doing your sweet thing. There should be some heat on here. Probably not enough heat. I had it on low. We are actually going to switch these. A few minutes. This sucker's way hotter. This one will be fine right here. Not there. Put this down now. I just want to cover that spot there. All the way around the edges like that. Less cleanup. Okay. Put you back right there. And listen for that sizzle. Okay. You want to test too. I mean, you don't want to be chucking no sizzle. So we got to wait another 15 seconds. You don't want these mushrooms to absorb the oil. So you have to make sure it's hot enough. It's an important step here. You also don't want it too hot, so I'm going to go back down again. I'm going to start grabbing the seasonings for the mushrooms because I add it while it's going down. It's a beautiful, wondrous thing, the way this happens. It's absolutely just a journey. Come with me, join me. You can see that sizzle there. Get right in the pan. Way too low, okay. Just light for you. Alright, so see now, every time you put something in the pan, you're going to take away a little bit of oil, and you're also going to reduce the temperature of your pan. Take that into account as you add, or as you know you're going to add. If you know you're on a good temperature now, remember you're going to lose a lot of temperature after the first handful of mushrooms, okay? This cold actually pulls the heat out of the hot pan and into the cold mushroom. That's how temperature transfers from one thing to the other. This cold thing actually steals the heat from the pan and puts it in the cold mushroom, reducing the temperature of the hot pan drastically. That's how cold works, though, for you to know in the future and for you to live if you're ever in a circumstance. If you're hot, try and keep your body off or from standing against anything too cold. It's the rosin paper on the ice pack, scenario, technique, type of thing, If it's just sitting on the ice pack but not really flush and pushed down, it's not going to really be as effective at cooling it off. I think this onion is a little underdone here, but we'll see. This is a hard-ass onion. Holy shit, this is like... I've never seen an onion like this before. GMO'd or just young. Either way. Super scary how that looks. That's scary to me. No chance I'll be able to tell where this onion's from, eh? Alright, I said I was going to do some stuff to these mushrooms. Dash of salt, and then you're going to go garlic powder. Okay, and add just a hint more, just absolute a cap full of oil, because these mushrooms have taken away any oil for sure. Rinse off my fingers here. Give the blender. Quick one, that's done. Put these down. So these mushrooms are good. Got a few seconds here. Let's clean off our cutting board like that. So. I'll go like this. I'm not going to use the whole onion, but I have other meals to prepare today, so that onion will get used.
Okay. Try and keep your onion all in one thing. Too bad it didn't stay in a rainbow-like thing for us. We could have gotten it all done here. This, cycle that, all done with that. Clean this part. Give this a rinse. Okay. Got drip dry for the Nutella. Toast is popped here. She's ready. Grab a plate. Oh, smells so toast is spicy. Chuck these right in the pan. You want to see? You want to watch? I'm going to put these right here because we want them touching the pan, right? Next up, soy sauce. I filled it up halfway. I'll show you this when I saw my hand is in the way at the end. I'll switch hands. I'll put this down. So fill this up a little bit higher. Probably do one more of these, but maybe more towards the end. Super easy to get this done. Takes a mere second. Just give it a little shake like that. Loosen those brown bits on the bottom with the soya. You know, it's kind of makes it soggy and then it burns it off again and then it caramelizes it. Okay. Now you got 2 to 3 minutes. You can do this last one. You got 2 to 3 minutes before it burns it black and makes it, you know, it could go black and still taste good, or it could burn it black and then it could make it kind of that, you know, super carcinogenic. What the heck is that, you know, burnt flavor? So you got about 60 seconds on the clock in a minute. You're looking at another 2 minutes max for these mushrooms to have that perfect consistency. Here's the downside. If it doesn't reach that perfect consistency, they'll come out mushy. So you really got to watch these. You want to make sure these are absolutely going to be the best mushrooms you can serve up. You can see now the water. Here's a good point to point out. The water level, you can see a lot of moisture on this in between. 15-20 seconds that moisture level, maybe a minute, we'll say a minute. You're going to see that disappear. And the moisture is mostly coming from these onions here. So if I push this over, I reduce the heat of the pan for a second. Now I just want to sweat. And I reduced it by about 2 notches, 2.5 notches on the oven. It was at a medium high before. You can see how much moisture is in the bottom. Not a lot, but there is some over there, right? We'll move this out of the way. We'll see we're making a real nice little gravy mix going on in the back there. Okay? So that's some real good flavor. You want to remember that. I'm going to tip it And get that flavor just soak up on this side. Go meet those onions, say hello, right? Sop it up, mop it up. Now those onions are flavored. Just take this, give it a slight turn, 2-3 times over. Bada bing, bada boom. Walk in, slam it down. You're looking at about 4 minutes at this temperature. I reduced it quite a lot drastically, so about 4 or 5 minutes, could be 3. I'm a moisture wizard, but you're gonna stand here so it doesn't burn. This spatula is good up to a 550 degrees Fahrenheit. My pan is maybe sitting at 350, 400, so we're way within our means. Plus, I'm not leaving her sitting in there all day. Check on the patates. Just give them one absolute upside down turn to the side. They're covered in water, but the ones on the bottom are cooking probably at twice the speed as the top ones. They're about 6 times hotter because they're at the bottom, right? The element, the metal, it's touching, they're pressing down. That is actually a thing. Okay. Potatoes are 5-7 minutes off tops. Actually, these are done. I just remembered we're not boiling these. These are getting fried, so these are ready. These mushrooms we're going to turn up because we need this pan. I like to do low and slow, couple batches of the potato. Very, very nice. We're going to turn that pan up on high and watch these mushrooms really just sweat out in seconds here. Right before your eyes. You got a minute timer? Put it on now. Watch this just take off. Here, I'll do one too. I'll put a minute on the clock here for you. I'll show you what it looks like 1 minute from now. Alright, so we got that. You can see the mushrooms aren't just sloshing. It's actually kind of staying in a pile. We've reduced a lot of moisture. You can hear that sizzle begin to pick up now, eh? Now is where it gets sexy. Moisture level almost done. You're going to turn your heat down like a boss. You're going to turn it down, by the way. This is the critical time right here. Smash that like if you're in the chat, scoping out the channel. Who's in the YouTube bushes, just scoping it. Lots of you freaks in the bushes, I heard. That's a minute. I'm going to turn it back up now. And give her one more toss. Pan got turned up. We'll put 1 more minute on the clock. Look at this chocolate smoothie, baby. There's another minute, and those mushrooms, it's 11:11. These mushrooms are starting to get golden crispy now, and there's a pound of mushrooms in a 10-inch skillet or something. So onion, quarter onion, third of an onion. You really see the color start to come across these in a few seconds. The smell in here is absolutely amazing. We're going to hit it with some herbs, a little bit of rosemary, some sage, thyme, oregano, all the good things. The best things in life are going to go into that. Just a dash of, just absolute dash of. So I love rosemary. And, you just get a dash. So I'll show you what a dash looks like. There. Simple. That easy. And now you don't just chuck these 6 in there. You go like this. Yeah. And then you want to try and find any sort of spot that's got a little moisture. The aromas and the oils, rosemary is an unbelievable herb, how aromatic it is. Very, very aromatic. Those tiny little sprigs won't do a lot overall to the, it did enough that you're like, that's extra in there. It's definitely nice. You may get a subtle rosemary, but I'm going to do just a dash more because how little I did put in there. Holy shoot, that's too much. Good thing my hand is smoking clean and all that. So just give her a rub and chuck them in. It's okay if a couple hit the pan like that. The pan's a little greasy. You'll get a little bit of that oil to come out of it. You start to smell it in the air now soon. You should be able to. Oh yeah, there she is. So there she is, right there. Beauty. You can turn your pan down again in a few seconds here. I just want to grab one last herb. I don't know which one here. Give me one sec. We're going to do a gravy anyway. We'll just get right into it. Yeah, you guessed it. It's a mushroom gravy. So, you got your pan fries, your mushrooms, your gravy are going to be added to the same. You're going to put some of these on the side, and then you're going to put the rest of this and the onion inside the gravy. It is out of this world. You get this nice golden chunks of fried cremini mushroom, the little caramelization, the bursts of flavor from the caramelized onion. I wanted more herbs. I gotta get in here. I don't even have I'm looking. I don't have my spices for my pizza. They're not here. So unless it's like behind cake mixes. Oh. So I haven't made pizza for a while, so my shit's out of whack. I'm gonna put it away. That stresses me out like you don't even know right now because it's my spice cabinets, and you can't dick with a Master Chef spice cabinet. It just can't happen. You want these fucking meals flying at you guys? Don't dick with my spice cabinet. All right. So everything's ready. I'm gonna get this going now. Okay. Not sure. The gravy's going in this one. Okay, gravy's going in this one. So gravy, measuring cup, cold water, 1 cup of cold water. I like to say a heaping cup. You guys, anybody out there does that, go for it. Now you're going to whisk your gravy. I think I got a whisk over. Yep, you got the best whisk there. It's a silicone whisk. We'll get that. So I got all these silicone attachments. Silicone cooking gear, like all the, spoons and forks and soup spoons and spatulas and, some good stuff comes in the form of these things. So let me show you my silicone spatula. This thing is a beaut. Always scraping the sides of the pan. It's super no good. Is there water supposed to come out? There's like a lot of water in this. So if you whisk something, you should whisk it in a, no, you probably get metal shavings from the other thing. Doesn't this look a little less abrasive? Perfect. Done deal. Get that like that. Put your rinse off your whisk. You won't need your. I guess I'll need my whisk once more. Look at these mushrooms now. They're done. Perfection. Perfection right there. That's what you're looking for every time. Close the heat on that. Grab yourself a plate. And then you go like this. Boom. Shoot. One mushroom went on the ground. I'm eating that thing like you don't even know. Let's look at everyone's. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You want to clear out all those things, because they'll burn in your pan. You're gonna fry your potatoes now, so you get all the bits out, because they'll burn black bits in your pan, you know, and they'll throw off your oil. It should be pretty good like that. I'm almost positive. All right, sorry about that technical difficulties there from whatever. Not gonna worry about what it was. It happened. So we're back. Like a boss. I know what to do. Most of you probably wouldn't want to be involved in half of this stuff. It's they say show business. Holy smokes! How many levels can people be mean to you in show business? Eh? You get your chats, things like that, right? It's a shame. I guess some people, like, they say, I mean, I can see how some people create their own, you know, and not a target. No one should ever, if you watch someone and you target them, there's like a different type of jail sentence for you, just so you're aware. But if you're saying like, oh, I got this thumbs down on this video, like, you bring out the thumbs down, right? And most of you should know that. But if you're thinking about being a YouTuber or some goober on the social media, whatever platform you choose, just remember that you should think before you talk, because not so much like worry about like, oh, incriminating yourself. I'm talking more about respecting the game, right? This is probably been done before too, but if social media hasn't, not on this level of letting them, you know, connect. I say them, meaning us, but I'm probably not one of you. I'm like here to mingle, and again, another study, not telling me that I am not one of them, like some special being, but you know, I've always been able to read people's, you know, I don't know, I'm good at things that most people are probably good at too. A lot of people are probably good at it too, but you don't recognize your ability, right? And that's a shame. Or you don't really listen to your... You could have a trait. I'm good. I don't care. The reason I do the show is to have a good time. And I get a lot of really good comments. Like lately I've had nothing but good comments. I worry about some people that, you know, watch this in a year, 5 years. I really hope I've curbed the bullying on this platform drastically, if not rid it from this platform entirely by then. Very, very disrespectful people gathered here 3, 4, or 5 years ago. Now I don't think they come here just simply because they know I'll slam you in the slammer. Have a great day, eh? Chooch it, and remember, stay lit. Stay beautiful. I'll come back, I'll show you this after. It's fucking fries cooking in a pan. Fuck off.